Hey guys, what's going on? Sherman here. Just got a new knife in the mail, and like I normally like to do, I wanted to show it to you guys and talk about it a little bit. Now, I already unboxed it. I took it out and played with it a little bit to check the quality and everything. I was just too excited, so sorry about that. But I put it back in the box and everything. Give you guys kind of the full experience of unveiling it, if you will. I know a lot of you guys like that. But anyway, as you can see by the title, it's a Paramilitary 2. This is my second one. I just had to get another one for my collection. The Paramilitary 2 has always been kind of my go-to knife. Anybody asks, what's the best knife I can buy for around $100 and some odd? And usually my first answer is the Paramilitary 2. It is a must-have. And that's not just in my opinion, it's most of y'all's opinion, because these things have been as hard to come across lately as the hair on a frog. It is just extremely difficult to come across any website that sells the Paramilitary 2, or has any in stock, rather. Blade HQ is the only website I have seen in the past year that has even had any of these in stock. Maybe you guys have seen some others that had them in stock. I'm just saying that's the only one that I've come across that ever seems to have any. And they're limited, trust me. This model, which, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you. That's the model right there. It's the all-black version. They had an all-black version, and then they had the black G10 with the satin blade version. They had both of those in stock at the same time. I was going on Blade HQ, and I just happened to be on there, and I hit refresh, and there they were. They had just come in stock, and just as a point of reference, they were in stock at 702. Okay, 702 they were in stock. I immediately put one of these in my cart and ordered it. So it's kind of an impulse buy, but I'm glad I did, because at 706, both of them were completely out of stock. So in the matter of 4 minutes, Blade HQ completely sold out of both versions. So they're the only site that ever seems to get these in stock that I have found anyway. But like I said, as you can see, they're incredibly limited. So yeah, I just want to open it up, show you guys, and talk about it a little bit. So here it is, guys. This is the otherwise known as the Blackout Paramilitary 2. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there was this version, which you see has the all-black hardware, the black DLC coated blade, black pocket clip. If I'm not mistaken, they had a version, they had a black G10 version that had the black DLC blade, but the hardware and pocket clip were all satin finished. And then I think they came out with this version with the all-black hardware, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think this was a particular version that came out and then replaced the other one. But anyway, I've been wanting this version for years. Ever since I got mine, which is right here, by the way. I even did the unboxing with it. Very appropriate. The Digicam satin blade. Ever since I got that one, I've been wanting an all-black one. But at the time, you know, I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to get both. And honestly, these knives have always been kind of hard to come across. Especially the black one. Which I know why, because it is just gorgeous. Let that one kind of hang out in the background. That black DLC blade. Which, by the way, guys, DLC stands for diamond-like carbon. Not diamond-like coating. Like a lot of people think, and that's actually what I thought it was back in the day, too, but it stands for diamond-like carbon. CPMS 30V. Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. You have Eric and Sal Glesser's logo up there. I just love DLC blades, and this is actually the first Spyderco knife I have that features a DLC blade. So the one on the Manix 2 isn't quite like this. It's a little bit lighter and it's a little bit smooth of a coating. So I don't know if it's DLC, if it's a lighter coat. I'm not sure, but like I said, all black hardware except for the lanyard tube, the pin, and of course the liners. They're all satin. I wish it was all black. That would look really nice. But you kind of compare the two. And also the thing I like about this combination that I have going on right now, guys, is that with a simple blade swap, I could have any version of the production Paramilitary 2s offered. Meaning, because they have a Digicam G10 handle version in both satin and black, and they have a black G10 handle version and a satin and black. Well, the simple blade swap, I could have the Digicam with black and the black with satin. So I could have any version of the ones offered just by having these two blades. These two knives, rather. So that's kind of funny. I was thinking about that before I got here. I was thinking I could do a blade swap and then have both versions. I could choose between any 4 of them that I wanted, basically. Go with this configuration or the opposite. So it's kind of funny how that works out, I guess. But also something I noticed is that this is my original one that I got roughly 2.5 years ago. And as you see, it's pretty shallow grind. And then the opposite side, it's kind of steep. It's a different edge angle. I think it's kind of obvious. I don't know if you guys can tell. I think it's kind of obvious on camera. And then on this one, 2.5 something years later, same deal. So one side is definitely ground a different angle than the other, which I thought was kind of odd. Like I said, it's on both these versions. So somebody who sharpens knives over Spyderco is probably the same person. They just have that tendency to grind one side more than the other, I guess, or a little bit different angle. But of course, it is razor sharp, like any Spyderco, in my experience. Now, the pocket clip is not DLC coded. I know the Spyderco can do it. I wish they would. It's that same. It's not the same black coating as they put on the Enduras, the Endura and Delica that have the black clips. So I found that kind of odd. It's a different coating completely. This is like Benchmade Griptilian coating, so it'll probably wear off, but I don't mind. Also, something I noticed is that the G10, the peel ply, is a lot different than that of the Digicam handled version. This is a lot more coarse. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell the difference. You can see that the peel ply pattern on the Digicam one is much bigger. The pattern is much bigger than this one. This one's more coarse. So the black version is a lot, well, I shouldn't say a lot, it is a little bit more grippy. They're both grippy, it's just kind of in a different way. But I just thought that was worth noting, that the G10 is a different peel ply. But I noticed that about this Paramilitary 2, this one, the Yojimbo 2, and the Mannix. They all have a different peel ply feel. I have no idea why. Maybe all peel ply is different, I'm not sure. But it came very stiff. I had to loosen up the pivot a little bit. It did give it a little side-to-side play, so I'm going to have to fix that just a little bit. The Para 2s can be kind of finicky, guys. But once you get it right, they're incredibly smooth. I mean, this is still smooth. Maybe not as smooth as my, there we go, as this one. That has a little bit less side-to-side play and is a little bit more smooth. Just needs a little bit more break-in time. But anyway, it's still very smooth though. You can still close it with ease. And of course, middle finger flick. Or even... it's hard to do the ring finger flick. But I see a lot of people, they'll do the index finger. It's not really for me, it's very uncomfortable, but you can do it. Jimping, of course, is legendary. If you guys have never experienced the Paramilitary 2's jimping, it's just incredible. This is jimping done right. It's not painful. Like, it will never hurt your thumb, but it is perfect. Especially because it's a thumb ramp. So, and of course you got the same jimping down here in the forward finger choil. And if I'm not mistaken, the Spidey hole, the opening hole, is the biggest of any knife Spyderco offers. It's something like, what is it, 18 millimeters? Something like that? I don't know, but they, I believe, are the biggest on any Spyderco knife. I know they're bigger than the militaries. I know they're bigger than the Yojimbo. They're bigger than my Techno. But yeah, guys, I've been wanting one of these, like I said, for years, and it's just been extremely hard to find. But I saw one pop up on Blade HQ, just popped up just when I was hitting refresh, and added it to cart immediately. Just, like I said, kind of an impulse buy, but I'm glad I did because they were sold out in a matter of minutes. So, by the way, something else that I wanted to mention while I was looking at the box a little bit ago is that I don't know if this is a well-known thing. I know it's something that I know and a lot of Spyderco collectors know, maybe everybody knows. Like I said, I don't know if it's very well known. But you can always tell what year and what month a Spyderco knife was made on because of these two letters right here underneath the model name. HM. What that is, if you guys are familiar with the Zippo lighter dating method, it's the same thing. This knife was made last month, August of this year. The letters correspond with the numbers of the month. Whichever number that letter of the alphabet falls on is the month. So like August is the 8th month. H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. M is the 13th letter of the alphabet, and that's the year, 2013. So I didn't get an older knife. This isn't like Spyderco's had a huge stockpile. No, Spyderco is producing as many as they can and then shipping them out. And then, like I said, they are just gone within minutes. Which is kind of funny. I don't know what the huge increase in popularity of the Paramilitary 2 has been. Because I mean, yeah, they always used to be somewhat hard to come across. They've always been in high demand. But I have never seen them be this scarce in my years of knife collecting. So, it's just kind of funny. So that's why I thought for a while that they were going to be discontinued. But, this looks really nice. I love the DLC blade. Very clean looking. I just love it. The centering, if you guys will be able to see, it is off, leaning towards the right a little bit. This is my other Paramilitary. It's also leaning, actually it's pretty dead center. Honestly guys, sometimes with these knives, for whatever reason, if you take them apart and then put them back together, they'll sometimes be centered. I have no idea how that works, but that is how it works sometimes. Also with these Paramilitary 2s, you can actually affect the lockup and the tension. I feel like if you wanted to make it more smooth, loosen the screws of that stop pin just a little bit, and it'll make it a little bit more smooth. When you really torque down on those stop pin screws, no matter how loose, you can loosen up the pivot screws a lot, but it'll still be kind of tight. So with these pair of 2s, I've learned that it's a combination of pivot tightness and stop pin screw tightness. So just a little tip for you guys. But like I said, I'm just really glad I got to snag one of these blades. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video, just talk about the Para 2 a little bit, guys. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this new knife. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must take 800 Instagram pictures of it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, just wanted to talk about the knife a little bit. Alright guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman614.